Wow. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I love the sound of rain. It's one of my favorite sounds in the world. It's one of my favorite um, types of weather. And people are probably like, you don't like the sunshine? You don't like all that stuff? To be honest, I don't. I don't like summer. I'm not a big spring fan. I'm a big fall winter fan. I love, rain. I love snow. I love cold weather. And it's something romantic about the rain. It's where you want to kiss the love of your life or hold her hands or, you know, put an umbrella over her head. Um, it's also something about sitting on the front porch and watching the rain fall, and you're having a nice cup of hot tea with lemon, um, and just listening to the sounds of the rain and looking over the city and just watching how people are going home and things like that. People watching. It's a miraculous sight if you've never done it. Also love that sense of like calm that it brings to the city. I was born and raised in Baltimore, and what I love about the rain is it was the one time of evening or day that the streets were empty. I never told anybody this, but I love shopping during bad weather. It's the one time the streets are empty. You don't have to worry about crowds in stores. I love doing my grocery shopping for clothes. I love going in and out of stores during the pouring rain, because I just love that idea of like being out there by myself and without the crowds and confusion and congestion. I love that. The rain is such a romantic um, weather, almost like a sunset. It's filled with like moisture and clean air, and just it's like I said, one of the most romantic things you can do is kiss in the rain. It's you can dance in the rain. Um, you can put an umbrella over your girl's head so she doesn't get wet. I love running to the car during the rain. Um, I love skipping over puddles as a kid. I was always big on that with my blue rain boots as a kid, and I love the sounds of it. There's something romantic about coming in the house with soaking wet clothes and hanging them above a fireplace and drying off and just kind of cuddling near the fireplace, and you can hear the crackle sounds of the fire. There's something about the rain, man. I love it. It's like that cold, dense weather where you find the most interesting paintings, the most interesting sketches in the world are with raindrops. The summer's everything. Don't get me wrong. People love the summer. Everybody loves the summer. But have you ever ventured out in the rain and just kind of watched how slow paced the city turns, how slow everything gets? The streets are empty. There's no congestion unless it's like, evening traffic. There's a sense of calm throughout the city or town you live in. There's something about the rain that does that for everybody. It slows down life to like a complete standstill because no one wants to be caught out there. But I was somebody who loved to be caught out there. Had my hood, had my umbrella, and I love just going about my business like it wasn't raining, but I enjoy that type of weather. And some people be like, oh man, you crazy, you don't like the sunshine. Look, this is me. I don't like summers. I don't like sticky weather. I don't like, you know, it's like going to a barbecue where the food is bad, but you go anyway just to be friendly, and the food is gonna stink. That's what summer does for me. I don't like it. I've never been a summer fan. Um, I love rain. I love cold weather. I love snow. To be honest, and I'm gonna be honest, and I will always say this: being wrapped up in a scarf and hat and gloves and sharing a hot chocolate, man, now that's romantic. You know what I'm saying? That's romance right there. With the big marshmallows, not the small ones, because the small ones really don't count. But with the big ones, oh my God, you just can't get no better than that, man. That's true romance, man. Sitting down, kissing in the rain, hugging in the rain, even well, we won't go there for parental purposes, but I'm just saying, you know where I'm going with it. I mean, it's like the rain just brings out a whole different thing. There's a sketch that I love to watch by Pascal Companion, and it's a girl who's kind of having a cup of tea and kind of looking out the window with the rain coming down. And her cat's beside her. It's like one of the most romantic, sketches I've ever seen. It's like it's something about that. The clean air, the clean weather. It's just the rain and the sounds of the storm, crackling of fireplaces. You just can't get past that. So I listened to this and I was like, man, I love rain. Like, what's your favorite type of weather? Most people are going to say summer. They love summer. I don't. You know, they love spring. It's okay. But I don't like hot weather. You know, I don't like sticky weather. I don't like getting into the shower only like 2 hours later to have to get back inside the shower. You know, I don't like big crowds. I love that peaceful walk where it's just like two people and you have a few people around, but you're not crowded and congested. You know, I like good music, but I don't like overly loud music. You know what I mean? Like you go to that barbecue where the music's so loud you can barely hear each other talk, but the person who's hosting it keeps the music loud going like this. How y'all doing? You all right? You know, it's like that. So I don't like stuff like that. But I love it. That's the one thing about me. If it's pouring down raining, you will find me out there shopping and doing regular things, going to the post office. I love stuff like that. It's just one of the most peaceful ambiances you can find. I'm probably the only person on earth that feels that way. Maybe there's another person somewhere, but I'm just a big, you know, cold weather fan. Like, you know, the sky's not dark, but kind of like, you know, blue, not crystal blue, but kind of like gloomy. Because like I said, I love that feeling of peace and calm. And that's the only time of weather where you're going to find that. The only thing I don't do in the rain is run. I don't train in the rain because I feel like that's, you know, your socks get wet and stuff like that. So I'm not a big fan of that. But any other thing in the rain, I love. It's such a romantic thing, man. One of my most memorable things about the rain, when I was in Baltimore living in Northeast, I would sit on my front porch and kind of watch the raindrops fall off these bushes that were in front of the house. And again, I would be having coffee or tea, and I would just sit out there for like an hour, just kind of taking it all in, like, wow, what a beautiful life this is. Here I am enjoying this wonderful rainfall and just enjoying it. And then the sun comes out, or, you know, the rain dries up and you can hear birds kind of chirping and stuff like that. It's a very peaceful ambiance. It's a very peaceful scenario if you ever tried it. But yeah, that's me. I heard this sound today and I was like, you know what? That's a YouTube video. But here's another thought about rain. One thing I don't like about rain, and you know, and it's very few things that I don't like. And I remember when I was a kid, and we didn't have a car at this time, and I was standing on a bus stop. And man, I know they did it on purpose, man. If I could find that person, I'd get on them because I know they did it on purpose. They drive close to the curb and hit the puddle so that it soaks you while you standing there waiting for the bus. That's not right, man. I mean, suppose I had on my good sneakers that day. They didn't care, though. They got us. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, that's the one thing I don't like about the rain. I love rainfalls. I don't like rain splashes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that dirty, muddy water where all those rats were swimming in it doing the backstroke and breaststroke in there, and all that water just jumps up on your pants. And it's like, then you got to get on a bus, and you know the seat was wet from the person that was sitting down before, and you got to sit in there. Like, no, that's not good. That's worse than getting on a charter bus with that blue water that floats in the toilet. You know it's not dissolving anything, so why even go in there? No, I'm not even gonna do that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. It was just a sound I was thinking about today. Peace.